do a systems test, and we are checking to see how this live stream is coming through. Let's go ahead and get things going. We're gonna start this up here in just a minute. I just want to, this is all systems test for me here. Let's see here. It says that we are live. Oh, wrong one. Let's see here. Okay. Looks like the stream is coming through, and we got a couple of viewers. Let's just go ahead and say hi. How am I coming through out there? Can you hear me? Let's see. Alright, well, let's go ahead and give it a try. We're going to just put thread to hook and see what happens. I'd like your feedback below. Go ahead and leave a comment how things are sounding, etc. Just trying to make sure we're putting out some quality audio and quality video. It's been quite an experiment leading up to this. So anyways, hook we got ourselves, it's a Gamagatsu. It's a B10 Stinger hook 1/0. Figured if we're gonna do a systems test and tie a live fly, let's go ahead and just do ourselves a nice big old zonker. So I have a lead-free wire, got to keep it free, 0.020, 200ths of an inch, and I'm just going to start by wrapping. Press that down, and I'm going to go from about the tip of the hook, and we're going to work our way forward. Nice and tight. And this will give us just a little bit more weight to help get this fly down relatively quick. That looks good. Alright, we're going to helicopter this little guy off and leave that at that. Alright, let's go ahead and start our thread. We're going to leave that in front of that hook point. And let's see, for this, let's just go ahead and use our Dansville's 210 denier flat waxed thread. We'll start our thread in front of the lead, free wire. We'll just wrap on top of that and in that. Excellent. Trim off our tag in, and we're going to go back and forth over this lead a couple of times. Lead-free wire. Park that up front. Just make sure we got that locked down nice and tight. Alright, back end. I'm going to grab some of a copper colored Northern Lights flash from the good old Fly Tires Dungeon. Small little section, maybe 3/4 strands or so. And we'll go ahead and just give that a quick trim. And I think that'll be just fine. Let's go ahead and just tie this in. And go up and around, park that on top. Couple of wraps. And we'll fold this guy back. Tie him down in. And I'm just going to leave that full length for now. I'm going to trim this back here in just a minute. I got my Zonker strip, and this is kind of a fun color. Kind of a rusty brown with some black tips on it. And let's check this out. We got our end tapered, so we're going to go 1 hook's length for our tail. Separate that out. Tie that right in on top. One, two. Like that. I'll just take some tight wraps in front, covering the rest of that lead-free wire up all the way to the nose. And we're going to add some Loctite gel. Steve Trybowski, good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know how I'm coming through as far as audio or video. Have a new setup here. We have a little camera and a new recording setup with new audio, and everything is new. We need to get our... let's get some glue. Brand new thing of Loctite. Let's get this going. Alright, I really like this gel control because it doesn't set up too quick. Alright, let's just get that going in a nice little thin layer. And that'll be enough. I'll give that a little squeeze and push. And then we'll come through and I'm going to wrap this nice and tight. We'll do our darndest not to glue down any of the hair, but I'm just going to take slightly, ever so slightly overlapping wraps. This will be a nice little zonker. I like it. So far so good. And I'm squishing down and I'm compressing. And I think I should probably add just another little dab of glue all the way up front. Little dab of glue, a little bit of insurance policy. Okay, where were we? A couple more wraps forward. We'll do one more after this. And we'll go ahead and just tie this off. Up and over, up and over, up and over. Cinch that down nice and tight. And a couple wraps up front. And we'll just trim off our excess. Alright, we're looking good. It's a nice little fluff fuzz ball. Alright, we're not quite done because, check your watches, it's hackle time. This nice big hackle here. Let's go ahead and trim off that, and I'm going to tie this in right up front. I like it. Couple of tight wraps. Look at that hackle go. We'll just see where she lands. We're going to fold those back. 2, 3, maybe one more. We'll tame that all up here in just a minute. The audio needs to come up, but I am clear. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll trim that off. And I have you listening and tuned in. I can actually add a little bit of gain. So let's try this. We're going to add a little bit of gain to see how that floats our fancy. Alright, so that's gain plus 0. Let's take it up to, we'll take it to a 5. Alright, so this is a gain plus 5. And the microphone's as close as it's going to get. I mean, it's sitting right in front of my main output device, my mouth. And we'll come back on that just a little bit. I like that. Alright, so volume is gain plus 5. We're still in the testing stages here, so bear with us. And if this is coming across a little too loud and crowded, then we can always adjust it back down. 1, 2, 3 turns on the whip. And that'll be that. Alright, we still had to trim off our last little bit. Let's go ahead and do that there. A little bit of, maybe it's just not quite, a little bit too long. We'll keep trimming that back. I think that's good. Alright, much better. Alright. Well, I mean, it's tough for me to actually do an audio test without pushing out a live stream. It gets a little complicated with how everything is set up here on my end. So, I don't know. I like the look of that. Let's find a little dab of head cement. Here we go. And we'll give that a quick touch with some bone dry. Let's put a little drop on the bodkin, and there we go. Give that a nice little coat. Here we go. So our goal here, Steve, is to end up with 1,000 subscribers. That's my goal, to hit that 1K goal of 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And the plan is once we hit that goal, well, then I can really do some off-site live streams. I used to live stream via mobile device, but now we have a webcam, a couple of webcams, and a couple of different webcams and a gamer headset. So this is where we're at. Okay, so get a ton of feedback and delay. There shouldn't be any other audio getting pushed through unless I have the audio turned up. Nope, that's turned down, and that's turned off, and that's turned off, and I'm actually not hearing anything through my headphones. But one of the things that I want to start doing here coming up, since I have a little bit of attention, is a pop quiz. So we're going to try our pop quiz segment. Let's go ahead and get that pulled up. Alright, pop quiz segment. Alright, let's go ahead and throw that up there. Alright, pop quiz. This is a lot of fun. Pop quiz. What are the 2 main types of flies? I guess I could kill. That's like isn't supposed to be on, but there we go. Alright, so what are the two main types of flies? See, we go on to another camera, which is separate from the bench side camera, and this is my fancy little gamer headset. So, yeah. What are the two main types of flies? Check it out, folks. Super simple. It's just as basic as it gets. Alright. So, we'll give everybody a couple more seconds to think about it. Steve, what do you say? What are the two main types of flies? Wet and dry looks good. Alright, well, you would be correct, Steve. The two main types of flies are wet and dry. Thumbs up. Alright, give yourself an A+ for that one, Steve. For those of you who will be watching this later, if you got it right, leave a comment below if you got it right or wrong. And go ahead and leave a comment below as to what your favorite type of wet and dry flies are. My favorite wet fly, of course, the good old-fashioned humble but mighty woolly bugger. My favorite dry fly, of course, would be an epic popper. Gotta love those epic poppers. So yeah, so that's basically where we are at as far as kind of the new live stream setup. This is hopefully how I'll be doing things here in the future. Maybe I can invest into a better microphone headset deal. So let's see, what else have we been working on? One of the things that I've added was an overhead camera. How's that look? I didn't do any of the additional hoopla in there, and I didn't want to put too much of a focus on it while we're tying flies because there's a little bit of a delay, and I got to figure out how to push that delay back a little bit. So yeah, a lot better than the old setup. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. It's a lot of work. It's been a lot of hassle and a lot of hustle. And yeah, I think we're gonna just do a one and done. I gotta go pick up lunch for my wife here in a little bit, and I just wanted to get a quick test, and we're going to transition. This will be my new outro page. This is our thank you for watching, happy tying, and guess what, folks? Tight lines. I created a little scroller for some shout outs. We already got Steve Trybowski on there because, yeah, great guy. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to doing some more live streams coming up in the future. I don't know when my kind of regularly scheduled thereabouts time is going to be, so these are going to be popping up in the future as things chug along. So at that wonderful note, I'm going to wish everybody a happy tying and tight lines. Be sure to comment below if you got that pop-up quiz right, and how the audio sounds, how the videos looks, and how things are on everybody's end. So, all right. Peace out, everybody. Thanks.